Hey, 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 hey,
Ooh, big head on the beat.
hey. Money stay the same, friends is changing up. Eagles fly alone, get your paper up. I can't make this 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 up. Money stay the same.
Good morning, people. You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz coming live for the Man Cave as usual. For those people out there who do not know who I am, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Twitter page at TAE_WIGGS. You know I keep you up on the latest scores, stats, and news injuries around these 2017 NBA playoffs, and of course, starting June 1st, the 2017 NBA Finals. Before we get into last night's game, let's get into the game that come on tonight. The Boston Celtics will be in Cleveland, take on the Cavaliers in a pivotal Game 4. The way the Celtics ended their game 3, will they do the same thing and play with the same type of momentum in game 4? We shall see. But I'm picking the Cavaliers to win this game big just because LeBron James had 11 points. He was held scoreless the last 16 minutes and 31 seconds of that ball game. So look out. Don't be surprised if LeBron James might go for 40 tonight and get the win and close these guys out possibly Thursday night. Like I said, I'm taking the Cavaliers to win this one big at home. That game is 8:30 on TNT. Let's get into the game last night. The Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs is on the brink of elimination. And unfortunately, the Warriors did win the game. They would be in the NBA championship June 1st. They are the Western Conference champions. First and foremost, they did win last night by 14 points. But let's get into the San Antonio Spurs. This may be the last game for Manu Ginobili. He played pretty good in the starting lineup. This is his first time starting in the playoffs lineup in a while. So Ginobili had 15 points with 1 rebound with 7 assists, 3 steals. He actually had the better numbers as a starter than most of the other guys on his team did. The rest of the starters. Jonathan Simmons with 13 points with his 5 rebounds, 4 assists. But one thing I do like about Jonathan Simmons, he never gives up on a play. He goes at it hard, 110%. This team tried to fight last night. Even though the score made a little lopsided, even though the Warriors did have a 22-point lead cushion. And, the Spurs only had a 2-point lead. That was like beginning of the first quarter, and they was up 2-0 or whatnot like that. But this Spurs team, just for Popovich to go out there, this team didn't quit. Some teams would have quit. That team last night didn't quit. They tried to win. They inserted Kyle Anderson off the bench. He had his 20 points, 6 rebounds, and he definitely played great defense on the other end. He had 4 steals, so you can't take that away from that young guy. Pau Gasol with his 14 points and his 9 rebounds. The bench actually played good. They bench outscored the Warriors bench 56-32. I keep telling everybody the Warriors bench is not that strong for some reason. They getting outplayed and getting outworked. Here and there, you might get an Ian Clark or Andre Iguodala or them guys to do something special, but that bench last night for the Spurs did what they had to do, trying to keep getting from eliminated. Patty Mills, he struggled again last night. 4 for 13 from the field, 3 for 9 from the 3-point line, with 4 rebounds and 14 points. We know that the Spurs are definitely hurting in 2 major key spots. Their point guard position with Tony Parker being down, and their small forward spot with Kawhi Leonard being down. We're not going to leave out the other bench guy who can play in the starting lineup, and David Lee, who was down too as well. So you're missing some valuable key pieces from that team last night. Danny Green played terrible. 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. Overall, 3 from 8 with 4 rebounds and 9 points. It's kind of sad when your backcourt is looking this terrible. I mean, it's other things they can do. I mean, what else can they do? They shooting terrible. I mean, for crying out loud, 7 for 22, 7 for 21. They're not gonna win no games. Somebody else has to step up and take that role. I was looking for somebody like LaMarcus Aldridge. This is the chance for LaMarcus Aldridge to step up and to prove himself that he belongs with the other players. And and some people say, beginning of the season, LaMarcus Aldridge was the case. He could have been the case for an NBA All Team. Not playing like this in the playoffs. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 for 11. That's terrible. 22 minutes. Draymond Green is making you steal 4 shots. You're not comfortable to where you're taking your shots at. Play like the old LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge played terrible throughout this whole series. The most points he scored in the series was 16. This is terrible from LaMarcus Aldridge. This whole playoffs for him has just been terrible. Like I keep saying, some people say, look, LaMarcus Aldridge, don't even go back and look at the tape. Burn it up. Do not burn these tapes up. From the first round and the second round to the third round, and now this round, you need to go look at them tapes and see what you did wrong. There's a lot of stuff that you did wrong. You wasn't making the defense command a double team on you. Draymond Green was guarding you head up. He was saying, damn if you do, damn if you don't. He was making you take some of the toughest shots out there on the floor. First of all, LaMarcus Aldridge, you got to realize you're 6'11", and Draymond Green is 6'6" or 6'7". For God crying out loud, put him in the paint and bag him down. Take shots that you are comfortable with. He is forcing you outside and take shots that you are not for sure with. So when you get the ball on the wing, 15 foot, you automatically take two dribbles and a turnaround jump shot. That is not your game. Take your three dribbles to the back of the basket and work him in the paint. Hit the ball off glass. I guarantee you would be more successful. He was working you to places on the court that you didn't want to be at. And my hat goes off to Draymond Green. He don't have to score 20 and 25 for his team to win. As long as he can key on you and play defense on you for more than 36 to 40 minutes a game, he's going to do that. He know his team. He know he has a team full of shooters. So somebody got sacrificed and played defense, and it was him. I didn't see that from the Spurs. Hey, somebody just take over the load of scoring, take a volume of shots. LaMarcus Aldridge was playing so scared, timid. He was scared to take volumes of shots. He need to get out that little form that he's in and take over. The series is over. You guys got swept. You guys got to go home. And you played 22 minutes and you didn't show anything. 8.7 rebounds. Bench players do that. Let's get right to the Warriors, who swept everybody through the playoffs and did, they said, NBA history. Like I said, guys on the bench who contribute to a nice win. Ian Clark with 12 points. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry last night was awesome. They both combined for 65 points for a win. Kevin Durant with 29 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and he had that nice block on Dejounte Murray. He was 2 for 4 from three-point line, 50%. Overall, 10 for 13. You can't get mad at that. 29 points on 13 shots. Hey, you would take that as a win. Patrick McCaw started last night for JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee only played 6 minutes. Patrick McCaw had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Not too bad, but the more and more the next series, they trying to, Mike Brown and Steve Kerr trying to see what they have in this young core, that these guys just come on the bench. We got to get them looks in the starting lineup against certain teams, because it will be a time and a place when you playing the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals that you're going to find different people that can do different things. And right now, their bench for the Warriors are their weakness. They still got 2 main key guys off their bench that have won a championship with them, with Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston. We're going to see how those guys are going to work out in the next round. So they getting the rest they needed. They're going to get about 6 or 7 days, about 10, 11 days off here. Cavaliers still going to have to play a couple of games until they get to that round. Draymond Green, like I said, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 16 points. He is the fire to that team. He ignites that team. He make that teams go. When you don't want to hear something, guess who's going to tell you that? Draymond Green. Draymond Green will let you know when you have it. But Draymond Green was so fabulous on the defensive end last night. Like I said, making LaMarcus Aldridge work for his shots. Forcing him to take shots. He's making LaMarcus Aldridge take shots late in the shot clock. Turnovers. He's there. He's speaking on defense. A lot of guys don't speak on defense. I'm not going to say too much on Draymond Green because Draymond Green does everything. Like I keep saying, the team is a Lamborghini. He's the gas. He's the gas to that car. He makes that team go. Klay Thompson, 1 for 5 on the three-point line, 6 rebounds, 3 for 13 overall, 10 points. Klay Thompson right now, he doesn't fit and just right with the big four. Ever since they got KD, you see stuff. It's more Steph Curry, KD, and Draymond than Clay. Clay is a the lost forbidden guy in this rotation. I keep saying, don't be surprised if you hear trade rumors out there. There's something Klay Thompson might be available for trade bait. Don't be surprised if Klay Thompson get moved. He doesn't fit in. The team give him the ball late in situations, so he really can't find his shots. He's a catch and shoot type player. He can dribble. He does play defense. He's getting lost on the offensive end. So he had a bad night. You know, he haven't had a good playoff so far. You know, his season been up and down regardless, but playoffs he hasn't really been there for the playoffs. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do in the NBA Finals. Let's go to Steph Curry, 14 for 24, 50% on field goal shooting, 5 for 13 for 3-point shooting, 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, what else you want the guy to do? He takes the most shots. He got the ultimate green light. He can shoot anywhere that he want on the court. He's the only guy really on the team who has that ultimate light. So that's another reason why Clay really not getting his look. If you look at the pictures that they took when they won the Western Conference Championship, and you go look on certain images, it's one person missing from that picture. It's Klay Thompson. You see Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, Ian Clark, Patrick McCaw, James Bob McAdoo. You see all these guys. You do not see Klay Thompson, and this is the reason why you don't see him. I think Klay Thompson feel like he's been overshadowed since Kevin Durant's got there. He feel like he was the original Splash Brother. Now you see more stuff with Curry, Durant, and Green. So he feel like he's the odd man left out. Like I'm saying, don't be surprised if Klay Thompson might get traded this summer. As the Warriors did win 129-115, they sent the Spurs home, which they were already at home. They got swept. This is the third time that Popovich been swept in his career, and by these many points. So this would be for him a season to remember. And just to be honest with you, that team will be back contending for an NBA championship next year in the San Antonio Spurs. And Kawhi Leonard being down, you know, that's kind of sucks when one of your star players got missed 3 games in a row. The key reasons why the Warriors won and the Spurs lost. The Golden State Warriors are rebounding the Spurs 53-41. But the one thing that did kill the Spurs was defensive rebounds. The Spurs had 30 defensive rebounds, and while the Warriors had 48. You're just not going to beat the Warriors like that. You have to rebound. You cannot get that team a second chance shots, because guess what? They keep getting on the rebounds after miss after miss. Eventually, they're going to cash in on a thrown 3-pointer. That's what's going to hurt most teams. So when they miss shots, you have to box out and grab a rebound. They did win an assist battle. The Spurs did 33 assists to 30. The steals they had 14 steals. The Warriors had 7, including Kyle Anderson had 4 of the 14 steals. 4 blocks. The Spurs did win that block battle. Warriors had 3. So there's things that they could have worked on. They could have won the game. But my key part is the one I always circle is turnovers and violations. Spurs has 8. Spurs don't turn the ball over that much. But the Golden State Warriors had 17 turnovers. Now y'all need to get that under control. If you play like a team like the Cavaliers, if you turn the ball over, you know where the ball's going. The Cavaliers like to shoot just as much like the Warriors like to do. So you have to take care of the ball. When you don't take care of the ball, sometimes they can end up in a lose situation. But for them, they luckily have 2 or 3 of the top 3-point shooters on their team. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. So you have to take care of the ball. Next round for them in the championship round, the finals, is going to be a chest-tight game. It's going to be more checkers too. So the Spurs shot 32% from the 3-point line. Warriors shot 36%. Like I said, fellas and ladies out there, if you want to beat the Warriors, you got to box out. You cannot let them take that many 3-pointers, and you got to play up close and personal defense with them. We're going to see how the next round going to shake out. Remember, this team still blew a 3-1 lead. You think they didn't forget about that. And they lost on their home floor. So, where the next series happens, if the Cavaliers win the next 2 games, I'm taking the Cavaliers in 6 to win this series. So, y'all, for people out there who don't know who I am, I'm Tay Witz, coming live from the Man Cave as usual. You hit me on my YouTube channel, my Twitter page at TAE _WIGGS. I keep up the latest score, stats, news, and injuries around these 2017 NBA playoffs. And starting June 1st, I will keep you informed on the 2017 NBA Finals. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Hey, hey, hey,